So this week I got a great compliment on my sound work on my motorcycle videos. That actually means a lot to me. That's like a Webby almost to me. I mean personally. The thing about motorcycles is getting the sound just right is not easy. I had to experiment for months. What I finally found worked out well for me is this little Radio Shack lav mic. Uh, and of course it plugs into my camera. And before I had a camera that I could plug a mic into, I used a voice recorder. And then I'd sync the sound up in post. And then I mix it with a little bit of music here and there or whatever. But it took a long time to get the formula just right. And actually, helmets made a huge difference. The first helmet I used that setup on, it sounded okay, but it didn't sound great. When I moved on to the built helmet I use now, it's a cheap helmet. It's functional. It's not well, it's comfortable for me, for my riding. It is a little warm. Ventilation is not the greatest in it, but for what I'm doing, it seems to work great with the sound. So you have to make sacrifices, right? The sound's wrong. People are either going to notice it, or the video is just plain out unwatchable. That's why I think I put the emphasis on sound that I do. A lot of times I'll put SoundCloud on in the background while I work at my day job, and then if I hear something that I like, that I think will work with something, I grab my notepad, make a note of what it was, and then when I come home, I usually have a list of 2 or 3 tracks, and then I go through and I see what the licensing, or if I can get rights to it, or whether it's, I use a lot of free use music, a lot of Creative Commons stuff. So I actually put a lot of emphasis and a lot of work into music. I know another thing I wanted to ask. For my audience that uses Facebook, are any of you changing the way you use Facebook? Are you deleting your accounts after the Cambridge Analytica scandal? I was just kind of curious because I've considered it, but at the same time, since it's kind of like my YouTube stuff ends up on Facebook, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. It is concerning how our data is being used, but in a way, you know, you put yourself out there. These people deal in data. That's YouTube, Google, AdSense, Facebook, Instagram. The product isn't necessarily the content that we create. The product, in a lot of cases, like with Facebook, is the analytics. And I'm sure Google sells theirs off too, and I'm sure YouTube is part of that. So, does that bother you? I mean, is it a little bit too George Orwellian? Because it is a very big brother kind of thing. Just kind of wondering. Leave your comments down below. Let's see if we can get a discussion about this, because I'm just kind of curious what your feelings are on it.